welcome to my channel. My name is Tyra Powell. If you're new here, I am so happy to have you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you get done with this video because let's be real, you'll be coming back for more. I'm just kidding. Today we are doing the TMI tag because it's been a while since I've done like a get to know me style tag. That was my first video and we have a lot more people here now. So if you haven't seen that video, you should go watch it. But also you're gonna find out a lot of new things about me today. So let's just get into it. Okay, so the first question is, what are you wearing? I don't really know what they mean by that, but I'm wearing this. It's a pretty little like t-shirt button-up dress. I actually got it to wear for my birthday this year. I went out to brunch with my friends and it was actually so much fun. But anyway, this is a t-shirt dress. This is like my first time wearing it open and on top of like an outfit. So this is just like a little tube top. It has straps on it and then I'm wearing like denim shorts on the bottom. The second question is, have you ever been in love? I think that I thought that I was in love at one point, but I definitely have never been in love before. And if you're out there, hit me up. I'm waiting. The next question is, how tall are you? I am 5'6" and like 3/4. Have you ever kissed someone of the same gender? Yes, I have actually. I have a couple times, right? Because you know how like you just get drunk with your girls and you just start, you know, everybody starts kissing. That's honestly how Corona gets spread. That probably will never happen again. But yeah, no, I definitely have kissed girls before. Have you ever been in an accident? Yes, I have. I've been in like 2 kind of bad accidents. One was worse than the other. It's hard to explain, but the person in front of me, like if I were them, I would have already gone, and I thought that they had gone because I could see what they couldn't see. I don't know. It's kind of really hard to explain, honestly, but I hit them. I ran right into the back of them. And I mean, it wasn't too bad because I was like pulling off of a turn. So I wasn't going that fast, but at the same time, like I was trying to go quickly. So I just didn't realize that they hadn't already turned. I thought like if it were me, I would have already turned, but I don't think that she could see what I could see. And so she was just being extra like cautious about it. Anyway, yeah, I hit her. And I mean, I really messed my mom's car up, which sucked. And I hit that person from the back. So it was totally my fault. But yeah, that was definitely traumatizing, but not as traumatizing as my second accident. I would say about 2 years ago, around my birthday, I was with one of my friends and we were driving. She was driving. We were coming back from Plato's Closet, which is like a store, basically like a thrift shop, but like higher quality stuff. And then you have to pay like a lot more. Well, not a lot more for it. Well, kind of. They definitely make their money at Plato's Closet. But anyway, we were coming back from there and we all of a sudden like the highway that we were on just stopped. Like all the traffic just stopped. So my friend like pulls off to the side when she realizes that the car behind us does the same thing, but then the car behind them tried to do the same thing and they just couldn't slow down fast enough and they just hit the person. So we actually got hit twice in the back. The last person hit the person in front of us who also hit us. So we got like doom doom. Like it was actually it was horrible. It was horrible. It gave me whiplash. It was just the worst. Like I don't wish that on anybody. And my parents were out of town that weekend, so I was going home to like an empty house. I like called my best friend and I was like, listen, I don't know what you're doing, but you have to come here now. And that night it like snowed. It was the worst. It was honestly like the worst thing in the world. Okay, so the next one is qualities you look for in a partner. So I definitely want someone that's funny. I want someone that's like has like a sensitive side. But I also want someone who's like a protector and like who will protect me at all costs. I always say this, I want someone that like listen, I'm a lot of person to deal with, honestly. Like when I'm good, I have like such a big personality. Like I could be like, I like to be the center of attention, and I need somebody who's willing to like put up with that, but also like check me when I need to be checked, and for me to respect them and their opinion enough to be like, okay, you're right. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's definitely something I look for in someone. But yeah, somebody that's funny, sensitive, can check me, Yeah, that's basically it. Um, what's the last time I kissed someone? Well, with quarantine, it's really messed up everything for me. Honestly, the last time I kissed someone like romantically and not just like me being drunk at like a party, um, not that I do that, mom, um, was like right at the start of quarantine. The next question is, where do you go when you're sad? So when I'm sad, I really like to be alone, and I mostly like to be in my room or in my car. Mostly my room though, because I like to just like lay down and just work through and process exactly what I'm feeling, because I don't like to react in those moments when I'm sad or somebody hurts my feelings, because I'm not a big talker in those moments. I can get a little mean, not mean, but just very standoffish. And so then I try to like, I put like all my guards up and I just try to protect myself. So honestly, I just like to be alone and just to process through everything, because when I come back to the world or when I come back to the situation, I'm a much more level-headed person so that I can just, be fine. Okay, so the next question is the last thing that made you cry. I got into a little tiff this week with one of my friends, so that was definitely the last thing that made me cry. The last person I spoke to, I just got off FaceTime with my best friends, Mitchell and Tori, so they are the last two people that I talked to. Do I have a crush? Not right now, really, honestly. I'm my own crush. How important are children to you? I want kids so bad. To know me is to know how bad I want kids. Like, the more kids I can financially handle are the amount of kids I want. I would definitely have more than one, and I wouldn't want 3, so because I feel like somebody would get left out. So I would either have 2 or 4. I probably won't have kids until I'm ready, but it is very important to me to have kids. What is one thing you'll never do again? Oh my God. Oh my God, I know. I mean, there might be a lot of things I would never do again, but one thing I will never do again. 2 years ago, my friend was like, oh, my mom knows this goat farm. Anybody that knows me and knows exactly where this is going. She was like, my mom knows this goat farm. So we go to the goat farm a good like 4 or 5 times, and we're sitting there. It's a Sunday. And we had been to the goat farm maybe 4 days in a row. So maybe from like Wednesday to Saturday, we went to this goat farm, right? And it comes to Sunday, and me and my friend are like, we have like our stomachs rumbling. Like, that's weird. Like, why is that happening? When I tell you that I got this goat disease because these people at the farm were not cleaning the goats area, I got goat disease and was literally like in pain. The worst, like, it was some parasite that literally just like, I don't know, it was eating my insides. It was doing something. I will never look at goats the same. I don't think I'll ever like pet goats like that anymore, honestly, because like, it's just not even worth it. So scarring. Craziest thing you've done for a friend. Craziest thing I've done for a friend. One time I took my friend to his ex-boyfriend's house because they had like just broke up and he did him so wrong. So we took every single thing that kid had ever gotten him and threw it on his front lawn. That might be the craziest thing I've ever done for a friend, because that was actually like insane. I mean, it was very like endearing, because like we went up there. I was like, let's get in the car. Like, you know what I mean? I'm that girl. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to get vengeance. Clearly, he's not going to sit here and play you like that. And so I was like, we need to go now. And so we did it at like, I don't know, it was like 10 o'clock at night or something like that. And we were just like, we have to go right now. I would say that's the craziest thing I've ever done for a friend. But I do crazy things for my friends all the time, but I'm the crazy friend. So what is your biggest fear? I have a couple biggest fears. One of my biggest fears is to like never feel like I'm financially stable. That's really scary for me. Another big fear is to not have kids. Another biggest fear is like to be alone at the end of the day. Like, I will never have somebody that like loves me romantically. I'll never have someone that like, I'll never have like kids or anything. So I'll just be alone. That is probably my biggest fear. That and not being financially stable, because that is like really important to me. The next question is happiest childhood memory. I would definitely say that my happiest childhood memory was getting my dog, because that was the best. It was Christmas, and that was the best Christmas I have ever had in my life. And I got like a cell phone that year, and then like all the way at the end of presents. So we had opened every single present. Me and my brother had opened every single present. We were so hyped. I mean, it was a great Christmas. And it was 4th grade. I was in 4th grade at the time, and my mom was like, okay, like clean up, blah blah. So we cleaned up, and then she's like, I have one more gift. And I was like, oh, okay. So she brings out this like red box, and she puts it in the middle of like the family room, and I hear something like, and I'm like, is it a go-go dog? Because I had one of those and mine wasn't really working, so I thought she got me another go-go dog. And she pulls the lid off, and it's my little baby. And that was the best, because like me and my brother had been asking for a dog forever, and she always said no, 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 no. And it got to the point where like we just stopped asking, because it just never seemed like it was going to happen for us. And then she just showed up Christmas Day with this dog, and it was the best. And like at that time, my dog could like fit in my brother's like coat pocket, so we brought him to my aunt's house for Christmas, and it was just, oh, that was such a good day. That's probably my favorite childhood memory, honestly. Okay, so the last question on here that I am going to answer, because the questions got very scandalous at the end, is what type of drunk are you? It honestly depends. So I would say like starting out, if we're just like pre-gaming, we're just like, you know, taking shots here and there. I'm a very fun, I'm a very loud, I'm a very dancey drunk. Like I want you to put on something I can twerk to, and I want to just like go to town. I can also be like a fighty drunk if I'm like out at the clubs and like with like guys that try to like come up to me and my friends. I definitely don't play that a lot, because I'm just like, guys are really like predators in a lot of situations, and so I'm just like absolutely not like, stay over there and I'll stay over here. Yeah, so that's definitely the type of drunk I am too. It really just depends, but usually like I would say 80% of the time I'm just a nut. I'm just loud, and I am like so much fun, and I really like go with the flow, and honestly all I want to do is listen to good music and twerk. Or I want to sing. Sometimes I just want to sing ballad after ballad after ballad. Like, I'm also that girl. So really, it just kind of depends. But yeah, I would definitely say I'm like a fun drunk, but I can be like an aggressive drunk, but I can also be like an emotional drunk. It just kind of depends on the mood. It depends on what's happening around me. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Feel free to follow me on all my social media, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, beauties.